G'day folks, it's your boy Tomko Chan here again on a lovely Friday here in Australia. Nice and sunny, so I thought I'd stay inside and do some Edo replays for you guys. The deck that I'm looking at today, we have Dinosaurs, long awaited. Here's the list right here, right in front of you. I'm going to go through it card by card and just discuss the reason that I put my cards in this deck and what they do and all that sort of thing. Nice and simple. Alright, so the first card we have in here is obviously the driver because we're running the 3 gamma package in here. Makes perfect sense. Can't use it without it. Next we have 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Now this guy is obviously our boss monster for the deck. We want to go second and we just want to break any board. The great thing about this card is it doesn't matter how many negates they have really. I mean, this just walks over everything. All you need is 2 dinos in the grave. You put this on the field and it just runs over all the negates that they have. No dramas. We got the 1 Lithosogem. Now, I'm not really playing a dedicated True King package or anything like that. You'll see that I'm not running the True King of all calamities in the extra deck or anything of that matter. But I do like to have it in here with the terraforming in the diagram, just so I have another option to pop a baby. That's the basic idea there, just so I can go off into my plays. And, you know, just gives me that extra push that I need. We're going to Dogoron because we can search this of our Soul Eating Oviraptor to get rid of anything that would really get in our way, like Dragoon, in this current format. Same deal with Pankratops. This card, it's lucky it's not a 3 because I played a 3. It's an amazing card. Just put it on the field, baits negates, runs over negates. Negates mean nothing to Pankratops whatsoever. We've got the 1 Giant Rex for extensions. We've got the 3 Miscellaneousaurus, which makes your dinosaurs invincible. Basically, we've got the Soul Eating Oviraptor that either sends or dumps dinos. You need to do both, so you got to have 3. Now, I'm playing Token Collector at 2 in this one, and I chose this because it's a good extender when you have Lost World on the field, with Oviraptor as well. Obviously, you can special summon it, pop the token, and then protect it with Lost World to summon another dinosaur from deck. Pop 1 from deck to summon 1 from deck, and then obviously you can then save the Soul Eating Oviraptor effect for later. I mean, you don't have to use it on the token, which is cool. Also good against those Linkross, etc. boards. We got 3 Ash Blossom, still a good staple in today's metagame, I think. 1 Ash at the right time does occasionally stop turns, which is good. We got 3 Gammas because it negates and destroys, pretty much mandatory in this meta. 3 babies, 2 baby Cerosaurus, and the 1 Petite Pteranodon. Now that is just for the pops, you know, they pop off. We've got Animadorned Archosaur at 2, as well as the 2 double evolution pill, which we're going to search off of it, and the 3 Fossil Dig. Moving on to 3 Pot of Extravagance, that's where we're playing the almost 3 of everything in the extra deck. 1 Terraforming to search either the Lost World or the Diagram. 1 Diagram to pop something to search for our Lithosogem, as well as our 3 Lost World. Going into the extra deck, obviously 3 Linkuribo, 2 Secure Gardener, 1 Reprodocus, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Abyss Dweller. It's pretty good in this meta still, so I'm going to keep it around. 2 Tornado Dragon, because I really hate back row decks, and this main deck doesn't have a lot of back row removal apart from Pankratops, now I look at it. So you do need something in your extra deck just to handle that. I like this over Phoenix because you get the extra pops. You get 2 instead of 1, you know, assuming it sticks around, sometimes it does. The Dolkar for our just negates, almost Appaloosa is what I call this card. And the 2 Lugia for the spell and trap negation. That's about it, yeah. So looking at the deck there, I'll show you guys some replays now. Some of the matches that I had online. Okay guys, so here we are in our replay section. Go over a couple of replays that I had with this deck over the last couple of days. Let's jump into, say, this Dino versus Numeron Elbit one first. Load this one up on the other side. Alright, cool. So he's opening with Numeron Wall. He goes for his Zexalock, which I'm okay with because I'm actually holding the Gamma in hand. That's why we play Gamma this format, because it's the best against cards like this and that sort of thing. So the Zexal gets outed here, which is very nice for me. That allows me to set up with my diagram, for my plays. Get the Overraptor into another baby, summon the baby, and go off from here basically. Summon a token to his side of the field for protection, pop baby to summon a baby, and then Lithosogem just tributes those two off, gets rid of stuff out of the extra deck, which is good, and then allows me to really climb into some big plays here. Now, unfortunately, I get hit by the Nibiru, which is an absolute shame, but I'll tell you something, it's not too bad. A, because I have the double evolution pill, and B, I can summon Giant Rex off of that, which is good. And another reason is because while I have Lost World on the field, this token is almost invincible. He can't destroy it with Conquistador. He can't, run over it in battle, even though he can. He doesn't have enough damage, probably on any of his characters to do it. So this is well protected. The only thing I would lose to is if he sent his Eldritch Golden Lord from the hand to the grave and then sent it to the grave. But doesn't look like it's going to happen. All right, so he banishes my Misc, so I don't get any searches, don't get any special summons, anything like that. But I mean, this token is massive. 3,600 damage just by running over his Golden Lord is insane. So props to him. He's definitely trying here. He's putting on damage on the board. But here's an example. Look at this. Bang, pop the Misc. And I mean, 6,600 attack. You're not really getting over that, are you? Banish 4, get the Overraptor. Overraptor, chain with the Lost World and the Giant Rex, so that we have our negation as well as our token, our targeting protection. And it just goes off so hard from here. And he scoops understandably. You couldn't do anything about that. Next one, another Dino versus Eldritch Numeron deck. Different player this time. We got Juliet. All right, so he starts off with Cursed Elbland. I'm going to Ash that. I don't want him to have, get into his engine at all. I can kind of handle the Numeron engine. Now, I think this was actually a game 2 here. That's why you'll see that he doesn't summon the Zexal because he knew that I had Gamma. So he goes for this one thinking that I won't be able to out it, which is not a bad move. But a few desperation plays here from me. Luckily, I Ash the Sanguine. That way I can destroy the baby and summon the Soul Eating Overactive from deck. Add a card to hand, and then obviously I can Kaiju him during main phase 2 to out that fortress, because otherwise that fortress is just going to be a mess from there. Alright, so send from his extra deck so he can't use the network again. Unfortunately, I get ashed on the baby Cerosaurus. That's probably the best thing to ash in the Dino deck. There's no point ashing their normal summon Overraptor just in case they have a Miscellaneousaurus. You can ash the Miscellaneousaurus in grave. That's probably a good one as well, because they can't protect that Dinos, unfortunately. So it's not looking good for me, but the good thing about Dinosaur deck is that it can top deck quite easily. You can see he goes for the negate here, and a Scarlet Sanguine as well, so he's looking good. I top deck a great card. Now here's his mistake. You should definitely not use Golden Land Forever on the Miscellaneous here, because it doesn't do anything. I'm not protecting any cards on the field. He obviously didn't read the card and see that it, he must have thought it also protects in grave, but I'm going to use it from grave here, and that's pretty much going to be game. I mean, summon the Giant Rex, summon the Overraptor, add to hand, Archosaur pop, get the double evolution pill, pop that, bring back the Giant Rex. You've got your double negate with Dolka now. It just goes off so easy. Just off one card. This is the board that you had. You have 2 negates. You've got a Dinosaur that can run over everything and flip stuff face down, as well as, the board presence is insane. Just off one card. So he is clutching his straws here. I do negate that. He has got the Imperm, which is good for him, because I can't get the second negate off the Dolka, which means he's going to get rid of the Ultimate Conductor and get himself a Conquistador. But Conquistador versus Dolka is just too easy, and double evolution pill seals the deal there. He doesn't want to see another Conductor. He's not interested. So here's a mirror match we had versus Dinosaurs. This is a bit of an interesting one. I can't remember which side I'm on, actually. The other side. Okay, cool. So we Gamma his Misc. He's got the Ash for it, which means we get to hold the Gamma in hand. Save it for later. I figure he's got a baby in hand, seeing that Archosaur, so I Gamba that. Stop the special summon from deck. Which, I mean, he still goes off here. Doesn't make a huge difference, except he doesn't have the negate border or anything like that, which is going to help me out here. So I go into Lost World. Fossil Dig gets ashed, unfortunately. I do have the Miscellaneousaurus, so I'm going to try and run over my token. That's the idea here, but unfortunately he's got the Linkuriboh. Can't do much about that. And we keep going. He's got the Lost World now, so this is going to be double token shenanigans. It's going to be quite interesting. I do ash his Petite Pteranodon. Again, I don't want to see any summons from the deck. It's the best thing to ash for sure in this situation. So I really am clutching at straws. I've got Giant Rex. I've got the Misc Grave, which is good. Means I can, chain link with the Lost World as well as pop my Giant Rex or my token, depending on what I want to do. Looks like I want to pop the token here to get a baby. He must have seen through this. I had the Litho. I was trying to pop the baby with it, but unfortunately I couldn't because it was face down. So we are in struggle down here. It's an interesting mirror match. He's going to draw. He's going to get Soul Eating Oviraptor, which is absolutely perfect for him. We both chain Lost World, which is nice. I get a token, he gets a token. This allows me, to protect my stuff. He's going to summon that. He's going to attack into the token. I'm going to Linkuriboh here. Yep, okay. He's not going to get any damage because I brought the Linkuriboh back from the Lost World token. Now, here's an interesting thing. I actually get to pop the baby off of the Lost World activation here, which is interesting. I'm not 100% sure why he didn't get the priority on that one. It doesn't matter, and he just scoops from here. I mean, once he sees the miss, there's not much he can do. I'm going to be able to go off into my plays, and that's pretty much going to be game. So, a couple of games against Cyber Dragon here. Now, we both wanted to go second, so he made me go first, which was a bit annoying. Animadorned Archosaur. Now, you might wonder why I didn't Misc here. Now, the reason is, if I had a miss, I wouldn't have had a target for the Archosaur, so there's absolutely no reason to do that. This is another bonus of playing the Litho. We can just go off. Having that Litho in hand, actually, it really, really helps. It even helps banish from the extra deck, which is good too. So he's going to go Fossil Dig. I'll ash that. He's going to Galaxy Soldier. He's, going to get his Hurt Search for a Cyber Dragon, as well as another Galaxy Soldier. Now, I don't see why he... Oh, that's why. Okay, cool. I was like, he could have gone into Infinity here, and it would have been a pretty good play, but obviously I got the Conductor. Not much you can do about that, except for Cybernetic Overflow. Very underrated, very slept-on card. I mean, this card can pop, as many different names as you have Cyber Dragons in the graveyard, so it just goes off. He turns me to Dark here, and then he goes into Chimera Tech. I don't understand. I don't know if he would have been playing... I doubt he was playing the Dragoon. Maybe that's in there for Overload Fusion or something like that. It's interesting play nonetheless. Go off into my Archosaur, and pops off. I mean, just that's all it takes. It takes almost nothing for this deck to go off, and we've got, our standard negate board with our Conductor. And this is probably almost going to be a game. I'll look at it. Let's have a look at the damage here. All right, we're 900 under game, but in main 2, we're going to go for our Lugia, so it doesn't even matter what he top decks. That ain't enough, I'll tell you right now. So he scoops, and let's go to game 2. All right, having a look here. What do we got? Yeah, we're looking all right. So we are going first again, unfortunately. He is going to ash our Extravagance, which is okay because we have Fossil Dig in hand. That's going to allow us to go off still. But again, he's got the Veiler here. So we are left not looking too good for now. I mean, we have the baby in hand, which if this survives, we can use next turn. I doubt it will. I'm going to ash his Hurt so he doesn't get something to discard off of his second Galaxy Soldier. He's going to go into Core into Emergency, search off Emergency for Natchter, I think it was, into Platinum Gadgenet, summon the Natchter, bring back that one. Now here he should have gone for Nova Infinity. I don't know why he went for this. I mean, it's a pretty cool card, but it's not really going to do much against me. Maybe because he knows I'm playing Misc like most Dinosaur players do. Yeah, it's an interesting card for sure, but it's not going to help him in this situation. Now, I am just top decking here. I'm kind of struggling big time. He can't obviously use the Galaxy Soldier because his other card is an Anchor Drill in hand. He's going to set the Impermanence. I top deck exactly what I need, which is great. Diagram into Baby, Baby into Litho, Baby into Oviraptor. Sorry, Oviraptor Search gets hit by the Impermanence, so my plays are stopped again. It's not looking great. I set up the Lithosogem just for a bit of defense here. I mean, in his hand's looking pretty good now. He can summon the Natch to summon one back from grave and, put some decent damage on the board. Yikes. Now, if he hadn't have done this, he would have had game. He would have had game. He didn't need to do that at all. He could have done it on himself and then attacked over. But I am left with 800 life points here, 1800, sorry, and I top deck the Pot of Extravagance, which is exactly what I need. Going to Misc. Missed to get Archosaur. He can't do anything about that now because I've missed. Into the baby, into the double evolution pill, into the soul eating Oviraptor, and it just goes off and off and off and off. As you can see, like, it didn't take that many cards really to go off. And I got my full play here into the Dolka, pop this, put them all face down. And yeah, the reason for that is because I wanted his Sega to trigger on his on himself. So we're gonna run over all 4 of these quite easily, 1000 damage each. This thing is just an absolute beast, I will tell you right now, absolute beast. And we're going to attack directly, and we got a Dolka negate plus the Tyranno, so we're looking good. He activates Core, Engrave. There's not much he's going to be able to do against that. Didn't really bother me him activating the Core because he can't activate the second one. And he is just going to crash and kill himself on the end there. So that's the duels for you guys. I very much hope you enjoyed today. I do love dinos. I've had a lot of fun playing them over the last few days. I'll probably in the future do a in real life profile on them. I haven't got the extravagance yet, so that's just what I'm waiting for from the new Megatins. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, if you did like it, give us a comment, give us a sub, give us a like, do whatever you can. Thanks guys.